Hello from ChronoNature.com. This is Mark Josie, and today I would like to do a shooting test and chronograph test with the Tippmann TIPX pistol. This is a pretty brand new TIPX pistol, and a little review and a shooting test after my final tuning and over the chronograph, because I want this gun to shoot as hot as possible to the point that it can match my Tiberius. But disappointing fact is it cannot. The regulator is somehow limited and restricting the shot to go below 310 FPS with a normal paintball kind of weight. So right now I'm going to test it. This is really like almost the max I can go with the TIPX. And today we'll be testing. These are hard rubber. They are not squishy. Hard rubber rounds, 3.9 grams each. Okay, and I'll be of course shooting something similar to a paintball, GXG brand reballs, and they are yellow rubber kind of thing, little bit squishy, not mega squishy. Okay, they're 3 grams each, and of course our very exotic round here, the red breaker balls. And as we demonstrate on Mac Hobby's channel, they're hard balls inside, marble inside, covered with a few coats of rubber on top. So these are actually one of my favorite ammo so far because they hit really hard, and they're 6 grams each. 6 grams, imagine that, okay? So, of course, we're going to load up some magazine here to test the gun. And so I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaker balls here for the first mag to test, and then I'll test 5 with the 3.9 grams rubber ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at last we'll be testing the rest with the GXG band reball, 5 shots. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so our test today will be shooting 15 shots, and I still have 5 shots left for my CO2. Usually I get 20 shots per CO2. Okay, chronograph ready. New CO2. This is Liss brand. Liss, L-I-S-S. Their CO2 is the best quality I've ever used because they actually do produce CO2 for food, and because of that, their CO2 is very clean and they don't have a lot of disgusting smell like the one on Crossman. I cannot stand that kind of smell. Okay, so mag in, I mean the CO2 is in, and of course the good thing about a TIPX is that you can actually pierce the CO2 only by the first pull of the trigger. And if you use like a Tiberius or something like that, you cannot do it. You have to screw it yourself right here. Screw it yourself. Okay, so that's one good thing about the TIPX. It doesn't use the CO2 until you actually pull the trigger the first time, which is a very good feature. Now there we go. Breaker rounds. Okay, mag in, and right here a good thing is I found that there's a few holes here. If you look through the holes right here, you see the red. See, it's actually showing you still have 1 round here chambered, and basically, yeah, if you look through it from an angle right here, you can basically kind of see you got ammo there. Yeah, so and also from the top right here, you can also see red right here, so you can check if you have 1 round in the chamber. Oh, that's a good feature, right? So let's go check it out on the chronograph, and we'll be shooting over the Chrony. Let's go and check it out together. So this is the maximum performance I can do with the TIPX. With the Tiberius, honestly, I can shoot way hotter than this, but yeah. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, we're shooting 6 gram ball right here. A normal paintball is 3 grams, so 6 grams is actually very, very crazy already. And so let's go. CO2 is ready, and our first shot will go off. Damn, 209.9. 225.6, 217, 217.2, 210, 216. Okay, so that's basically about it. Usually I can get to like a bit higher, but you got to shoot faster, and sometimes it's higher, sometimes lower. Okay, so now we'll be testing 5 shots with the 3.9 gram hard rubber round. Let's reset our Chrony. So you can see with the breaker rounds we're getting somewhere between 210 to 209, something like that. 210, 210. Okay. So this is the hard rubber. Okay, 269. Hard hitting. 274. 271. Hard hitting. 271. Wow, 270. Do I have one more? No. Okay, we're done. And now we're using, okay, so you use the, our average is about 270, 271, 270 kind of thing. Okay. So here we go. Yellow GXG brand Zballs. They're 3 grams each. And since we have been shooting quite fast, the CO2 is actually getting kind of cool, but it's still fine. The regulator on this thing is really awesome. It does regulate the CO2. So the shot is very consistent from the beginning to the end. So here we go. We're shooting these Zballs, 3 grams each. Let's try it out. Wow, 301. That's definitely not something paintball field will allow. 308. 305. 308. 308 again. Okay, we're out. And we have been shooting 15 rounds so far. And I think we still have 5 shots. So let's put some more Z-balls, I mean the re-balls in there. We're shooting about 308, 305 right now. It's too hot for a paintball game, but well, we're not shooting for a paintball game right now. We're just trying to max power. And if I tune it up a bit more, the regulator will not allow it, and it will leak gas, or even if it doesn't leak, the problem is the gun won't fire properly. So yeah, it's kind of weird, eh? Okay, so let's put 5 more re-balls, I mean the Z-balls inside. Let's get going. 307. Okay, gas. Oh, okay, 310. Wow. 314. 287. It's getting low. Okay, the CO2 is ending. 240. And then you can see one more shot, no more. Very cool. So with the Z-balls, we got a low of 249.6, high 314.3, and average 300 FPS. Okay, so that's basically really reasonable. Okay, guys. So as you can see, that the TIPX pistol is actually quite okay. If you're a paintball player, you can't ask for more. You know, this is pretty awesome already. And with the right projectile, you're gonna get a lot of power and impact with it. So let me take this out. Okay, there we go. CO2 is gone. It's pretty easy to change CO2 too. There's no screw to use. What you do is, this is just a quarter turn. So you just plug the CO2 in like this, okay, and then put the cap back on, and you see that's just a quarter turn. Very small turn. And after you're done with the quarter turn, you pull the trigger once and it will punch the CO2. So that's one really awesome design. I hope they have that for the Tiberius somehow. Anyway, but yeah, give and take there though. The regulator is regulated to shoot below 320 FPS with the normal paintball weight. I can say that. Like, yeah. So you can't really go that crazy with this pistol. I know it's a paintball pistol, supposed to be shoot around like 280, 300 FPS ish, but we like to use this pistol for destruction, sprinkling kind of thing. So I actually tuned it to the max power I can go right now. And with some math done, shooting these breaker rounds or the 3.9 grams rubber round is generating about 14 FPG, or yeah, 12 to 14 foot-pound kind of energy. So that's quite awesome, eh? With this thing, you get like 14 foot-pound, and yeah, 12 to 14 foot-pound. And I know you can go a little bit over that, a little bit harder shooting, but the problem is the regulator is not stable. So when you shoot too high, okay, like I can try to tune it a little bit more, but then it gives you like 2 shots higher, and then the regulator will all of a sudden tune down the gun and you'll get lower FPS. So it's not stable. This is the most stable FPS I can get with this gun, tuning it to the maximum. Compare, okay guys, compare to the Tiberius, this one. The Tiberius T8.1, I run it on HPA, or you can run it on the CO2, doesn't matter. Compared to this one I can shoot these breaker rounds, okay, 6 grams. I can shoot them to about 280 FPS, and that's quite awesome, right? I'm sure that you won't get a lot of shots for CO2 though, but then it gives you a lot of power, a lot of punch, and that's what I like about the Tiberius. And the regulator does not blow up, no O-rings will blow up, and it does not give you funny things. So yeah, with the Tiberius, I really like it for the power factor, but the TIPX for paintball players is awesome. And what else I can say, right? It's meant to be what it's supposed to do, and it kind of, you know, it feels that the TIPX is more of a paintball player pistol. The Tiberius feels more like a paintball pistol, which can also be used for target shooting, destruction, like with the cans and stuff kind of thing. So, well, give and take, guys. What I like better, I do like the design of the TIPX with the CO2 that you can just pull the trigger once and punch it. I do like that factor. But the regulator itself needs to be beefed up or modified to get more power. And if I cannot get the power, I will not be too happy. So maybe some work to do. Okay? So thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye-bye.